Hey everyone, it's episode 3 of Westworld, sort of breaking an unwritten rule I have, where when I'm watching a show week to week, I don't watch the next one until I've had time to edit the previous one. Because when I edit the previous one, then the episode seeps in a bit deeper and I pick up on more things and I'm able to talk about things in more detail and, anything I missed when first watching it, I'll pick it up. But I'm so interested in what's going to happen next that it's just the next day and put on another episode of Westworld. Keep going. So last time we had a Maeve episode. It did also have Bernard and Stubbs. They were looking for Maeve, but mostly the episode revolved around Maeve. She wakes up in this place. She doesn't know how she got there. It's a war world, apparently. She tries to escape. She sees Felix and Sylvester, but none of them show any signs of recognition. They're not acting in the right way. Then Lee appears. Lee does appear to be acting, at least initially, the way he would normally act. He has a little bit of a limp. We thought he was dead, but maybe he survived somehow, and he has the limp. But it turns out the entire thing, all of it, just a simulation. She's just her little orb plugged into a system and it's testing her. And I wonder if it was testing, what it was testing her ability to be self-aware, to how capable she was. And she's extremely capable. She not only figured out that she was inside a simulation, but then she managed to hack her way to the outside world and take her own orb and try to... I don't know what the plan was, how she was... where that little robot dude was going to go if he escaped. But it was good enough. And then she was welcomed by the creator of, supposedly, the system. The system that Dolores is working against. That Dolores feels threatened by and she wants gotten rid of. And this guy is trying to enlist Maeve's help in the war that's to come. He says that she's in the real world. Maybe she is, but the only thing stopping her from killing him was a button that he had. So he was trusting his reflexes, his human reflexes, against this super intelligent robot. If this is reality, that's a bit of a big gamble. If it's not, then it's fine, So I'm interested. I love the idea of AIs fighting against each other. And I like to show that the show is not clear on who the villains and the heroes are, or if there are any on either side. So I have a feeling that the first 2 episodes set up all the storylines for all the main characters. Now the third one, we might get a mixture of both stories, or we might go back straight to Dolores and Caleb. Who knows? But I'm looking forward to it. Let's just get into it. Where are we now?
Bring yourself back online. This is Charlotte Elizabeth Hale. This is a message for Nathan.
Flash backwards to the real Charlotte? Because Charlotte got killed by fake Charlotte.
Bring yourself back online.
Ooh.
Who am I? Ooh. You're a creature of beauty and power. Now let me show you who you need to pretend to be. Charlotte Hale. We all have our role to play. And him.
Bernard?
Why did you bring him back? You tried to stop us. Like I said, we all have our role to play.
Don't quite know who she is. What was her name from the first 2 seasons? I want to say Clementine, but I'm not sure. Ooh. Special circumstances. Love these futuristic shots. That's a scary looking thing.
Sure, we can find some use for them.
They have 38% controlling shares. That's the largest single entity.
Who's behind this?
Still digging.
You feeling okay, Charlotte?
You okay?
Just taking out your
Fine.
anxiety? That thing is gonna end up killing a ton of people.
You need to contact me right away.
Okay, so it wasn't Dolores that's been doing the buying up, it's maybe the system?
Do you know her?
How come? She shouldn't be alone.
There appears to be a lot of metal in here.
Look at those.
Forget the machine, alright? She needs help now. And she needs oxygen and a stim pack for that wound.
I feel like he's had experience, like he has army training to give first aid.
Police override.
Police escort?
Uh-oh.
Whatever they want, you go with them and they will kill you.
Officers?
They're just crooked cops.
We have to take your patient into custody.
Can I see some ID?
We don't have time for this shit. Step aside.
Dolores?
Call the police.
He's getting too close to Dolores. Should be able to. Efficient, brutal. Hey, you're pretty strong for a.
Identity verified.
She's just gonna abandon him?
What's your name?
Caleb Nicholas.
You'll need a new name. They'll be looking for you now.
Yeah?
What about you?
The less you know about me, the better.
Oh, they're not gonna buddy up. Not yet. Looks like an eye. It looks very much like an eye. A message for robotic ears?
Engarad Sarak. He's behind the hostile takeover.
She looks like woman in the first season who got Bernarded.
The man's a black hole. He's completely invisible.
He's the one
But like a black hole,
that was talking
we
to
can
Maeve.
infer his existence. And now that we've found him, what will he do to us?
Well, I'd worry about yourself. I wouldn't worry about fake Charlotte. Who are you, dude?
Jake, how the fuck did you get up here?
I lived here for 8 years, Charlie.
Ex-boyfriend? Ex-husband? Well, they're gonna...
You might hear.
Who?
Your son?
I didn't fucking ask you to be here.
Yes, you did. When you forgot to pick up our son. Again. You can cut me out of your life. But you don't get to do that to Nathan.
Oh, that's the one from the message at the start of the episode. Life?
Why won't you take me to see a real elephant?
Because I'm a cold-hearted robot bitch, and
There aren't any.
all the elephants went extinct, honey.
They're all gone now. Be a good boy and go to sleep for your mommy.
But you're not my mommy.
He sees right through her.
I want my own mommy back.
She's dead.
We're missing host control units. Most were low-level side narratives, but there was a madam.
Maeve Malay.
This was an inside job, from the top of the food chain.
Ooh, she's having... Snap out of it, fake Charlotte.
I can't wait any longer. I'm coming to you.
That's against protocol, Charlotte. Reminds me a little of the movie Oblivion. The style of the shots. Movie quality effects in a TV show. Very good.
I'm here.
There she is. She just had slight bullet-related problems to deal with first.
I can't always be there to hold your hand. Who am I?
Oh, she's losing grasp of her
You know who you are.
character.
Her skin.
She's unhinged.
What the fuck is happening to me?
Calm.
Analysis, turn off your emotional affect.
She's full control over the rest of them. You need to snap out of it and remember who you are.
Like she's trying to take back control.
She doesn't exist anymore. It's all you.
Like she wants to cut into her skin and rip me out of her head. Perhaps you've come to identify with her too much. If I ever lost you, I don't know what I'd do.
You said there was something wrong.
Someone's trying to take control of Delos.
Yeah,
They're aggressive.
the dude.
I only have a name. Sirach.
The person we're looking for is looking for us.
Tell me it won't always be like this.
Nope. I'll kill you long before that becomes an issue.
Will you stay?
Sure. See you later. Hey, Caleb. His story has to wind back towards her somehow. He has to change his name, his identity, get off the grid. Mom, I might not be able to come around here as much
I'm gonna be going away for a little while.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn her off the second he's gone.
You're a good boy.
Who are you?
Who are you?
You doctor?
Caleb Nichols.
No, never heard of him.
You were that girl, right? Where is she?
You got the wrong guy.
You want a leg up, Cal?
No idea who you're talking about. In the first episode, he stood in front of a gun. No issues. He's very calm under fire. See, Dolores is the sort of person who's never there in the morning.
And I need information on someone.
Name?
Nichols. Caleb Nichols.
She cares?
Hell of a view.
Yeah. See it up close and personal? Tell us about the girl. Turned your drip off.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Waste.
He can feel pain. Oh. I felt that somehow. Robot helper dude.
Tell us where she is.
Get her fucking
Hey.
Nothing yet.
He's his only friend in the world. Dolores has to, save him.
Where is she?
She's right behind you.
I'm right here.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Dolores.
Nice to finally meet you.
Now they
Shoot
can.
off the streets so they can't track us.
Now they can buddy up.
You must be hungry. Let me buy you breakfast.
Expression. Collaboration. What is that, Google?
I love you so much, buddy. You wanted me to sing you a song, so I'm gonna sing it to you now.
She's gonna do this to her son. Sure.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Well, now she knows how to win her son over. Could you repeat that?
Would you like to see Sandy again? Yeah, would you?
Who are you and why are you talking to my son? You know I could snap your neck.
About it.
She gonna kill him?
Get your things, bud. My ex thinks that I need to spend more time with him. What do you think?
Whatever you say, lady.
I really should thank you. Seeing you touch his little hand.
A quick death will be thanks enough.
Me of something. You're not the only predator here. Look what mommy got you.
I got you a new dog.
You are my sunshine.
Take a cheeseburger and a strawberry shake, whipped cream, no nuts, 2 cherries.
She knows everything about him.
Thanks.
Literally everything.
Neat trick. You've been watching me.
Not me, but someone.
Sure. Big data compiles information on everybody.
Yeah. He's not impressed. He's like, yep, they're always watching us. They know everything, so it's just the world we live in.
Go on, read it.
I don't know what to do. My mom.
I'll be right back. Wait here.
Uh-oh.
She said that she was going to the bathroom.
Is this when it happened?
Said that she has,
When he was a child?
she has to come back.
Your mom left you here, honey?
No, she wouldn't leave me.
She wouldn't leave me.
A waitress took pity on you and called social services.
It's like 30 years ago?
You were 8 years old.
I was so upset that I threw up all over myself.
So, flashes we saw earlier?
A machine they call Rehoboam.
It knows literally everything.
The founders of this machine fed it everyone's raw data in order to create a mirror world to make a composite of you. Of everyone.
This is intriguing.
They'll let you become.
Seems like if you feed the computer all the data on everybody, it can replicate the world in a simulation and then play out different scenarios.
This is where you kill yourself. The system runs a predictive algorithm. Given your history of depression, fondness for the ocean, the most likely outcome is you take your own life.
Fuck that.
You never come back here, middle of the night.
Never think about it. Like in episode 1?
Before the system, a man like you might have had a chance. You'll never be more than a construction worker or a petty criminal because that's all they'll let you be. They won't invest in someone who's going to kill himself. But by not investing, they ensure the outcome.
So they predict his life, and then they sort of know that this person is worth something, this person isn't worth something, this is someone who we can invest in, so this is someone who doesn't. We can't. And because they don't, it's like a self-fulfilling prediction.
Why didn't you tell those men about me before? You surprised me.
What about you? What are you gonna do?
Start a revolution.
Count him in.
You're gonna cut the cord to the system.
And show this world for what it really is.
You are the first real thing that has happened to me in a long time.
It's so ironic, but I get it, and it's also true.
Password accepted. Connecting.
Huh. Secret number?
Hello? I want to meet.
Is this the system? Charlotte, you said you wanted to meet. Do you want to meet or do you not want to meet?
You work for him?
As do you, Charlotte.
Sirach.
Have you forgotten our arrangement?
Yeah, she has.
I want what you promised me. Dallas's dirty secret. I have some of it, I want the rest. I've been told exactly where the key is. In the mind of a host called Dolores.
But I need time.
Time.
Yeah? How much time can you give me?
Time is a luxury, my dear, of which you have very little.
No. Is he? Was that just he's just a hologram. Maybe when he was with Maeve in the last episode, maybe he was just a hologram too. So that was episode 3 of Westworld, season 3. It seems like real Charlotte had a deal with Sirach. He doesn't know that she's fake Charlotte. And real Charlotte was tasked with getting Dallas's secrets to him. And all those secrets are in possession of Dolores, or in her head. Fake Charlotte and Dolores are working together. And now Caleb is on board. Because, you see, this system isn't just a predictive system. It isn't just taking all the information about everybody in the world and predicting things that will happen. Well, it's taking all that information, predicting what the most likely thing to happen will be, and then suggesting courses of action. Like in Caleb's case, it takes his character and it says, this guy is loose, he's unhinged, he's likely to commit suicide, he's not a good investment for the future, therefore we should not invest in his future, therefore he's all constantly down on his luck, like when he went for the interview in the previous episode, in the first episode, didn't get it, and it was because the system, it was nothing to do with the company, the system controls that company, controls the decisions they make. This controls a lot of what goes on in the world. So it keeps a guy like Caleb from getting anywhere in life, because it doesn't see evidence that his life can be turned around. And it's a self-fulfilling thing. And if it does it with him, it does it with other people. It raises some people, it lowers the others. Like everybody might have a baseline. Nobody has a baseline starting off. Like, I'm sure there's a curve starting off, but that curve gets, if you're good, you get better. If you're below average, you get pushed down. That's sort of a feedback loop. And it leaves, while everybody has free will in the system, a lot of their lives, and people say that a lot of whether you're successful or unsuccessful in life is down to luck. And this system takes the luck value out of it, and it replaces it with something more algorithmic. So while you still have free will, you don't your ability to change your life is severely limited. So it's curtailing a kind of a grander free will that you might have. I didn't think I'd be talking about things like this in a reaction video, but it is fascinating to think about. And you can see why Dolores, whose life was planned out, she was stuck in a loop. That was her whole purpose, to be in that loop, to never be able to break out of it, to never be able to realize herself as someone she wanted to be, why she would want to get out of that. And then now that she's in the real world, she wants to get out of another level of it, another level of control, another tether that the whole world is subject to. And you can certainly see why Caleb would go along with her, because his life has been nothing but pain and bad fortune too. But there are limits. There are limits to what the system knows. There are limits to what Dolores can do. So they're not like superhuman superpowers. Dolores talked of probabilities in this episode and not of certainties. And that means we can beat the system. It means Dolores can be defeated. It means the system can be defeated. And there's a lot of grey to work with, which is good. Good for a story. How Maeve and Charlotte and Serac, how all of those pieces fall together, what their plan of attack is, I don't know. My brain isn't ready to settle on that. And certainly fake Charlotte is not a predictable entity right now. Of all the characters in the show. And I found it interesting that Dolores, who you might have imagined to be a bit sociopathic based on the last few seasons, she's taken a shine to Caleb. She saw something in him that surprised her and that she admired, and she took it upon herself to... She can use him to her own ends, but I think she, genuinely felt some sort of empathy towards him in order to save him and to have a chat with him. So that was surprising. That was good. I like that. So yeah, episode 4. Let's look forward to watching more, building more of the story, and seeing some direct conflict between the players. I'd love Dolores and the system to have a conversation, whatever form that might take. And maybe Serac is, he could be just the embodiment of the system. He could be not a real person. He could just be the system in human form, in hologrammatic form. We don't know anything. And, the entire world could just be one of the system's simulations. It's probability things. Like at the last scene of the last episode of this system, of this season, is just like, Dolores wins, destroys the system, and then we pan out and the system's like, this path, bad path. Let's do something different next time. That's been done before in at least one show, but it would be fun. It would be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching another episode with me. And I'll be back with the next episode whenever. And yeah, I'll see you then.